So I started in this group in 2002. And I started as a payroll clerk, or just the HR department was payroll. So that's what we did.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the company wasn't that big then. I think we had about 200 people nationally. They were selling industrial equipment. I loved that industry, the type of people, technicians. I just love everything about that industry. So as I joined the payroll team, I had my first performance appraisal with the CEO, and I thought, no, I need to sound ambitious in my first performance appraisal meeting. And I said to him, so Tony, where do you see me in 1 to 2 years from now? He's a real English colonial gentleman, not with a businessman. And he looked at me and he said, Audrey, if you think I've got time to think about where you want to be in the next 1 to 2 years, I don't think this job is right for you. But what you can do,
Wow.
he said, but what you can do is you can think about your function and tell me how it will grow within the group. And then if I like your ideas, if you sell it correctly, then we might negotiate and it will happen. And I thought, you know what, that is absolutely fantastic. So that's what I did. I presented a couple of ideas, along with the strategy. Some he just said, forget it. It's way too crazy. Some he loved. And that's how our HR department started. In this group, because it's very industrial, I honestly believed that I'm going to be the first female director in that group. That was my aim. I was very ambitious. And as my friend says, in 2004, I gave birth to my ambition. Sure. When the doctors just put Wimpy on my chest. Although being a Christian, I just felt the deep, deep love that God had for us.
Mhm.
And I just knew that I couldn't do corporate for the rest of my life. I just couldn't do it. And that feeling just mesmerized me, I promise you. So after maternity leave, I drove back into the traffic. It's an hour and a half in the traffic, an hour and a half back to, back home.
Yeah.
So it's a 7 to 7. And it just felt like Egypt to me. We're not pulling bricks and all of that, but it's definitely slavery. I was driving and I was just looking at everyone and thinking, is this seriously the meaning of life? Just to be in corporate and make money and be ambitious. Yeah. So I really prayed to God and I said, please help me. I would really like to work for you. Then my friend, she's a CA. She was working in the USA and they came back to South Africa to get married. And she asked me if I could just do like an informal video of their wedding. And I said, yeah, for sure, I'll do that. And I did the wedding and I played around on an editing program. I can't remember the name. It was Microsoft. That's also 20 years ago. And they came back and they said to me, knowing that I didn't want to be in corporate anymore, I wanted to be a mother. They said, listen, why don't you start wedding photography? And I said, no, I can't. I didn't study for it. And they said, just do it. You've got a feeling for it. And that's me and VM. He was 16, the guy who's doing the virtual safaris. I was 26.
Yeah.
He was 16. How crazy is this? And we did our first wedding. And it was just word of mouth. So that business picked up. I did that part-time. And I said to Hein, I don't want to work full-time when our second child is born. So by the time I was pregnant with Carla, I was fully booked with my wedding photography for the following year. So that really gave me confidence to say, you know what, I think the business is doing good. I can resign from my duties in HR. So when I resigned, the CEO said, no, thank you. You're not going anywhere. Now, this is 2006. And he said,
this is the same guy that said, I don't have time to think about you.
Exactly that guy. Exactly that guy. So he said to me, no, Audrey, you can do your wedding photography, because I said to him, I need to do something outside of work. It just taught me something to be something outside of this group. It made me better in my occupation, knowing that I'm not just my occupation. And
Yeah.
he said to me, no, that's fine. Obviously, a businessman, he cut my salary in half. I had the same objectives, but I could work from home and I could do the photography. So in 2006, that was definitely not the norm. That was very scarce. So
Yeah.
yes, that freedom was amazing. But I worked hard. I really worked very hard.